Gareth Frank Bale MBE is a former professional footballer from Wales who plays as a winger. He is considered one of the greatest wing midfielders of his generation and one of the greatest Welsh players of all time. I probably prefer Spanish football to the others. It's very technical, the way they play, they keep the ball well, and whenever Spurs have played against Spanish teams in the past, they've always made it difficult for us. I was never too much into school. I liked lunchtimes and breaks, but nah, I hated sitting at a desk. I was always looking out of the window, looking at my watch, thinking about when I could play football. It's good to have a bad season because you learn a lot about yourself, you become stronger, and you see where you have to improve. You've just got to listen to what experienced people are telling you. You've obviously got to listen to what they want you to do in training and in matches and commit to improving every aspect of your game. Everyone knows that I like to play centrally, where I can drift around. I like coming in off the right flank and having more freedom. I don't mind playing on the left, although I prefer playing centrally or on the right. I was quite small, then I had a big growth spurt that led to a problem with my back, which stopped me playing for a while. My bones were growing too quick for my weight. Between 12 and 14, I shot up a ridiculous amount. The muscles were struggling to stretch and grow at the rate my bones were growing. It gave me problems with my back and my hamstrings. I still mess around and joke with my family and friends like I did when I was 9 or 10. For me, nothing's changed. Sure, I play football, but I try to keep my life off the pitch as simple as possible. I don't go out, so I don't get attention from girls. They're not going to have posters of me on their walls. I just try to get on with my life. I don't think you ever feel 100% throughout a season. If you ask any player, I don't think they ever feel 100% fresh every week. My dad's the one who's always been there, he's my hero, you could say. Even when he was working, he'd do anything for me. He's been the biggest influence in my life. Football is my job, and everyone around me has given me the opportunity to purely concentrate on football, and everyone else worries about everything else. Whenever I get days off, I go home, or friends and family come up. I'm in contact with them every day, so it's like we live next door, but obviously we live in two different countries. You've just got to keep working hard, keep plugging along. That's how great teams win more trophies. Whenever we're playing in front of a Welsh crowd, they really do give you that extra bit to get the win. I'm ambitious, I want to play in the Champions League, and that's Tottenham's goal, to start qualifying for the Champions League consistently. When you play in the Premier League, say you're playing against a lower-end team, they set up to defend all the time, they set up to block you off. But when you play in the Champions League, all the other teams are used to winning every week. Now that sports science is more advanced, we know that there are so many off-pitch factors that can affect how good you can become. If people are telling you to sleep a certain number of hours, eat specific foods, and drink a certain volume of fluids. As a kid, you obviously dream of being a professional footballer. I would watch players like Ronaldo of Brazil and pretend to be him in the playground.